best games ever. And I actually might do a run of that, and I might want to kill myself afterwards, but you may see me do a run of that and probably reset it about 1,000 times. I played a crap load of Orca Battle back in the day. Even to the point where I had multiple princesses, multiple vampires, dragon knights. I went to all the secret areas, and then I got to the last area and the boss like destroyed me and I wanted to kill myself. Yeah, that game frustrated and pleased you at the same time. Ogre Battle 64 wasn't as good, but the original Ogre Battle is where it's at. So I might do a playthrough of that. That game takes an incredible amount of time to get through. And a lot of it's luck-based. Like, you have to be really lucky, so that might be one of those things that we just have to grind our way through and try to, like, get the best group possible and what have you, and use every secret known to man, but I'd be willing to do it if people are willing to watch, so. This is a Super Nintendo version. Pants. Orange Feather. I don't want you. I don't want to talk to you afterwards, no. I need Horn Feather. I need at least 2 of them. I'd like to have 3. Actually, I'd like to have 4. We'll see if we can do it. 1. Yes. 2. 3. No, I don't want that. This part always annoys me because the trading system like makes me want to like hurl my head through a window. No, I don't want trading more. I think I got what I need. Now that I have equipment... Oh, wrong house. It's the other one I get the sweet tea in. Now that I have the equipment, I can go through this area. It takes like 5 minutes to do that, but it's honestly the worst thing in the world. You'll get more petals and fangs by fighting the stuff down here, but... just save that for the next time you come down here. I just like to get the equipment before I go in, so I'm up stronger when I fight through this dungeon. So my goal tonight is to get through this dungeon and beat the boss at the end and get back to basically the point where someone said earlier, did you hand frog the sword and slice open the mountain? That's probably the point I'm going to try to get to before calling it a night. So that's a little ways away, but I just want to let people know. I do live on Eastern Standard Time, so just so anyone knows, they can understand what time it is. Yes, well said, Sage. I mean, if anyone's played Final Fantasy 13, they can completely... You could say this game is less linear than Final Fantasy 13. And I mean, what? Was it created in 93 or 95 or whatever it was? I mean, come on now. And I bought Final Fantasy 13, and I played it. And there were certain facets I enjoyed, but there were certain facets I hated. With a passion. So... Yeah, I think they're just trying to make it too graphically involved these days. It's like, just... Honestly, I don't know if anyone's played Bravely Default on the 3DS, but that game is exactly what I'm talking about. If they took that game and made a PS4 or Xbox One version where it had more stuff going on, maybe the graphics were a little bit better and the world was a little bit larger, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I think a lot of people would. And I think the fact that Bravely sold so well and they're coming out with a second one is a testament to the fact that that's the kind of game people want to see. Not because they don't want something new. Bravely did a lot of stuff that's new, and it took a lot of stuff that was old and refined it. I mean, the whole job system in it is excellent. So, I think Square should get a slap in the face and say, reality time, this is what people want from their RPGs these days. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if there's a way to hook up a DS into, like, a video capture device. I'm sure there is a way. But, I would love for you guys to see my Bravely, playthrough. It's just kind of ridiculous. I have every character with every class maxed with every ability and, like, the full town built up. Yeah, it's just insane. But that's what I like to do with games, you know? To me, that's fun, the whole leveling and maxing out your class and finding the best combinations of different things. That's what I enjoy. Which way do I have to go here? I always hate this part. Down here? No. Am I missing something? I'm being stupid, aren't I? I'm being really stupid, aren't I? Ah, here we go. Yeah, there we go. See, I was being really stupid. I knew it was somewhere. Final Fantasy 12 is a good game. I don't know why people say don't crucify me. That is a very underrated game. In fact, if I could actually get it to work, there's another streamer that I talk to. I highly recommend if you like old classic RPGs. He streams under the name Abraxas. Really good guy. He's from Minnesota. He's actually doing Final Fantasy 12 either now or is trying to. He got a version of it that's like has more stuff in it. It's like an international version where they added more like abilities and skills and extra stuff in the game. And I actually liked that game. I thought that game was highly underrated and bashed by people when it shouldn't have been. So, yeah, don't be knocked by liking Final Fantasy 12. That's a good game. Do I think it's as good as some other Final Fantasies? No, but do I think it's a solid game in the franchise? Absolutely. They did some new things in it. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I mean, 12 was different, but I don't think it was bad different. I think it was good different, new different, you know? Did I miss a chest? I feel like I missed a chest. I don't know. I can't even tell. No, I got this one. Okay, that's the one I was looking for. Go this way? Yeah. Ah, that's the one I was missing. See, I knew there was one I was missing. Oh, and I'm a stickler. I will not miss. I don't like to miss chests. The unfortunate part is this next part where you jump down and it's like all different sections. I just want to blow my brains out when I try to like figure out which hole to jump in and where to digging and where to go to get the chest and all that. Yeah, the main character in 12, yeah, I mean, I think it's basically, the story is told through the eyes of Vaughn, but it's really a story more about Ash, if I remember correctly. It's more of a war story than it is a love story or a normal Final Fantasy story. Yeah, it was only a heal. That was a waste, but whatever. I hate to see chests unlooted if I can possibly avoid it. Yep, Linda, you're correctly right. I mean... It is definitely more about Ash and the Civil War. But I don't think that's a bad thing that's about that. I mean, it's just, you know, between, if you think about it, 7, 8, 9, and 10, what do they all have in common? The main character was in love with the character that joined them afterwards. Like, and that's not a bad thing. It fit into the story of those games, but like, people got to the point where it's like, okay, I'm a male character, and the next character I meet, the female one, I'm going to fall in love with in the game, and she's going to get kidnapped, and I have to somehow save her. Like, I think they just wanted to change that up. But I think, like, if you think about scenes in Final Fantasy X, the reason why some of the scenes were so powerful, especially CGI-wise, was because of those that love interest in that story they created. You know, if you think about when, and people know Final Fantasy X, when Titus is, and all the people are, like, flying off the airship, and they're stopping the wedding with Seymour. And, you know, they're flying down, they're fighting their way in, and, like, Seymour is marrying Yuna, and they're trying to stop the wedding. It's like, that's a powerful thing. It's just like, yeah, you're trying to stop some creep from marrying her. So, like, that type of stuff is cool. I mean, it makes the plot of the story go very well. So, I don't think it's always a bad thing to have that standard love interest story, but I guess they want to try to deviate away from that, but... Oh, I'm not looking forward to this part. Usually these guys will dig down. There we go. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember which hole is good, so I'm just going to take this one. You guys are like, no, don't do it. But, honestly,